Okay, guys, so we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I'll be your friendly, grim, and perilous master today, because today we're carrying on with our ongoing campaign playing Cubicle 7's outstanding Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th edition, and we are using that to play a campaign set in the setting, of Salzenmund, or at least in Nordland, the northernmost reaches of the Empire, and a campaign we're calling Salt, Silver, and Sin. And with me today are the stars of our Salt, Silver, and Sin campaign. I'll go the order I've got you guys on the screen here. Why don't you tell us who you are and who you're playing today? First up, we've got Graham.
Hi, I'm Graham, and I'm playing Rudy, or Ruthard Bellux Dingfelder. He is, of sorts, a soldier.
Very nice. Next up is John.
Hey everyone, I'm John, and I'm playing Talther of Banan. He is a human Salzmunder, priest, now herbalist.
Very nice. And last but certainly not least is Darren.
Hello there, I'm playing Alwyn Carlson, who is a human bounty hunter, and as always has got his lovable family pet Astrid.
Very nice. So last session was an event with John. I think, did you miss last session?
Correct.
You did. Okay, right. So, then I will leave it to, there actually was a fair bit of role-playing going on last session. So let me bring us over to where we started the session. I think was, here we go. What do you guys recall about last time?
I can start, Darren. You can probably help me out. So we are still, John, in the lands of Galvin Russberger. Really sort of trying to develop a proper idea about what's going on in these lands as a springboard to then move on. The general view is that it looks as if for now he's going straight. And maybe his bandit ways are a thing of the past. He's trying to make a go of what is a very difficult fief. It's got limited potential, and he's trying to squeeze as much as he can out of it. And he is squeezing a little bit. So many of the farmers will be found in the mines, working those silver mines. His mines are actually working, as far as we know, although we're about to find out. But we'll find out a little bit more. But the mines are actually delivering silver, which is more than could be said for the two larger houses in this vicinity. It's a modest household. Press-ganged farmers, a little on the strong side. There's some resentment, which I would say, but not to the point of revolt or anything like that. So there's an acceptance that this is their lot and this is what they're being asked to do and this is what they're doing. Not the most skilled miners, obviously, they're generally farm people, so that might be affecting his production. Yeah, so we've gone to see him. There he is. Anything else, Darren? What else happened? I've got some notes, but that's...
Yeah, I mean, we spoke to Murgle and Conrad before we left Pike Mire, that basically give us pretty much the same sort of information you've given us there. Then we're currently at Snakewell Mine, where we, spoke to a few of the people, and again, that's where we got that information from. The foreman, was it Vigo? He was, very surprised how lucrative or how quickly they were managing to bring the silver up. So I don't know if there's anything deeper in that, or they're just getting lucky, or maybe something to do with the god that he's praying to. But yeah, when we left it, we were just about to have dinner with Galvin Russberger himself to ask him some questions about mutant attacks and any other problems in the area, and then see if he's got any opinion on the other two families, the Durham Backs and Kreutzfelds. But yeah, that's about it. It was a lot of sort of talking and role playing, like you say.
There was it who did? It was Rudy. Rudy borrowed a mule and went reconnoitering. And like it's an empty land around here.
Yeah.
Absent the keep in the background there, you've got a sense of how rough this terrain is. But Thognoth, once again, we're using his geology, was able to confirm that like the riches under this land are something that is not apparent just by looking at it on the surface. Or at least you may mistake how valuable they are with how rugged the surface looks. I guess if you know what to look for, then I guess you do know where to look for silver. Katerina also administered to the folk there as well. They agreed to set up a little, not a hospital, but at least a place where she could meet. And do you guys remember what she happened to notice? It was something near the end of the session. Kev, did you just skip to the end of the session to see what happened? I mean, I'm not going to say I didn't do that, but...
I wish I had.
No, I mean, I know there was a lot of injuries and some quite severe injuries, but...
What I'm referencing is the level of familiarity with Shalian practices.
Yeah, I don't remember that specifically, I must confess.
So what it was is that the while your suspicion, I think, is that Galvin Rasberger is a devotee of Ranald. Yeah, Ranald. Thank you. The god of tricksters, thieves, and whatnot, and like the clever, as evidenced by the fresh thing that was built. And I think you guys, I'm not sure anyone has outright said that he is a devotee of Ranald, but there was sort of talk of him being favored by Ranald. He also did seem to be familiar with the sort of procedures and aphorisms and whatnot related to the Shalian faith, in the same way that like Errant or any other devotee would be. Not necessarily he's able to lead things, but it's like, Catholics being able to repeat Latin phrases without fully understanding what they mean, or whatever. So, is it Vatican II? Is that where they change it so it could be in their vernacular? I'm not Catholic, so I don't remember. Okay. Where's George? George is our resident Catholicism resource. Then that was the only other thing. Nothing necessarily directly turned on that revelation, but it did seem that he was familiar enough to have been around the worship at some point, and there was speculation of him potentially being an orphan. Although that's not been confirmed one way or the other. I'm not sure if it's just a token, but Rudy, you're down 1 fortune right now. And make sure it's not.
Thank you. I'll get that reset.
Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Cav, why do I need a bunch of rerolls? Cav, why do I need enough rerolls?
How about all the usual reasons?
All right. Then, Talther, have you any questions about what happened last time?
I think you mentioned gathering forces or something before we went online.
Gathering forces? Oh, sorry, that was in Wrath and Glory.
Okay. Well, you got that mixed up then. Okay.
Yeah. No, they got the militia last night. If you guys are going to get a militia tonight, I mean, that will make it for a theme for the weekend.
So get the gist of it, and then we're having a dinner with him now to, get more information about what's going on, and Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
All right.
Have we set any kind of tone with him so far?
No, you guys can. Oh, well, you guys say. Sorry, I thought you were going to ask him whether they had plans. I'll shut up. You guys have what's your read on the Lord Rasberger at this point?
I like him. I think he's a good guy. I can see where he's come from. He's come from like not a good place, and he's making the best of what he's got, and I quite like that. I think he's a good guy. I think you could do real business with this guy.
Yeah, and I don't like him. I think he's pushing them too hard. Too many people are getting injured and killed in this, for the sake of money. So Alwyn's been at the bottom. He's still at the bottom. So he don't generally like people that are at the top. That's pretty much how he works. So it's not that surprising.
That's all right. It's fair. It's fair, Alwyn.
Yeah. But not in a way that he's going to take any action as of yet. It's not forcing his hand by any way, but yeah, just a bit of mistrust maybe, or dislike.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right.
Well, Talther is probably somewhere right in the middle of that, but he's on a mission here to, make sure the silver keeps flowing. So he's not going to stir the pot. Okay. Sounds good.
Then, unless there's anything else you guys wish to discuss, strategy for your dinner with Lord Rasberger or the such.
I think just, it's like a dinner. I mean, that's pretty amazing, isn't it, really? Having a dinner. I'm really looking forward to my dinner. We'll talk a bit as well. We can talk in between mouthfuls, but that dinner, I hope it's good. It's a table, it's a chair.
Two nights in a row.
2 nights. I mean, I could get used to this. Honestly, I could get used to this.
Typically, like dinners with nobles or whatnot aren't generally just eat and chat. It's more formal.
Oh, is it?
A little bit.
Oh, thank you. Good. That's good point. Is there a particular bow that I need to practice?
I don't think so, but it's generally better to be on your best behavior.
Oh, I'm not sure how to do that. Oh, all right. Well, I'll tell you what. What's our signal? What's our signal for when we're going off in the wrong direction? Is there a signal or something, like a nod, or should I just tell by the way you furrow your brow in that way that you do?
Probably the latter.
Okay, I'll look for the furrow.
Okay. Then, anything else you guys wish to discuss before you are summoned for dinner?
Okay, so we want to get a general lay of the land, see how the production's going. Because from what I can tell, we got an idea that it's producing, but we really haven't had a formal talk with him yet. See if he needs assistance.
Yeah.
What assistance do you have to offer for you?
Oh no! See if he needs assistance.
He could do with miners. He could do with proper skilled. Well, I think what we established was what he could really do with is a skilled workforce that could actually do the work properly and efficiently. It would cut down probably. It would mitigate slightly. Not a word that Ruthar would use. Anyway, it would.
Yeah. It would cut down.
Yeah, miners.
Warn him of the threat in his lands, the big monster thing.
Remember, that borders on the Dernbach lands, not his.
Oh, so he's far enough away that okay.
Yeah, I get the feeling that they're a little bit way out from that.
His lands are sort of nestled in between where the Dernbach and Creutzfeld lands are, by a sort of narrow little strip that the Dernbachs and Creutzfelds happily, would go across previously. And remember, there was no lord of these lands for a time, which is part of the reason why it's having to be refurbished.
So we got stuck in the middle to keep border disputes a non-issue.
Yeah. And he's Clint Eastwood, and it's or
Tashir Mahouini.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's full of silver.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's just see how it goes. I mean, yeah.
All right. Then it is however much longer you are summoned to dinner. And it's really just like, it's not a servant or anything. It's just another miner brings you down, and it's back to the office where he is working. And in contrast to the efforts at making, it appear as if it's a proper dinner, inviting or hosting the agents of the Electric Count. In this case, it is just a table that has more, the drafting stuff has been taken off of it. They've put more plates down, but I think you can expect a less formalized dinner experience from this. You come in and you can hear that, or smell at least, the stew and the meat is being cooked seemingly like either next door or in this building somewhere. When you come in, he's still up and talking to one of the foremen, and then turns, pats him on the shoulder, and sends him on your way, and says, "Come." And then he turns to go and pour drinks for you all himself from what looks like he's got wine in a carafe, and it's breathing. So that's probably the fanciest thing that you're going to be seeing from this.
I think Rudy would have done a comedically low bow, which he completely missed because he was busy sort of getting the wine. So he sort of from a very low bow position, almost like bent double, sort of Rudy will look up, notice that he's not even looking, and just think, "Oh, that was a waste of time."
So
yeah, nice. What wine did you say? Did you say wine?
Yeah, he's clearly has poured some. So he pours out wine, and he'll hand glasses to each of you. Tother, you're the one who is the priest and truly the representative of the Electric Count. So he'll be passing the first goblet to you.
Appreciate it.
He says, "We haven't much in the ways of comfort or finery at Sinkwell, but we have to have something to remind us that we're civilized men, no?"
Is it a particular grape, my lord? I say, trying to make small talk in a very sort of poor way. Is it a local wine?
He looks at it and says, "I must confess, I do not know. I know it's old and it's expensive."
Oh,
We'll enjoy it then. Take a sip of it.
yeah, I'll slurp some.
Are any of you, wine connoisseurs whatsoever? The characters, I don't think any of you have real frames of reference for what's good or what's bad. So
No.
this is the shittiest tasting ale you guys have ever had.
Yeah. Having said that, I probably smuggled some of it at some point in my Owler career. I probably have shifted some and probably taken the odd bottle out, as extra payment. But that doesn't mean I know anything about wine.
It could be. And actually, this may very well be Bretonian wine then, because that probably would be something that you would have smuggled in, right? Because, Breton is, or Bretonia is just to the west of Nordland, like around, I can't remember what the no man's land is there, not the wasteland. What's it called? What do you call the wasteland? There you go.
It is called the wasteland.
Mm-hmm. Lord T.S. Eliot. It's the. So then he says that I understand that custom is that we socialize before sitting for dinner. So you've had a chance to see what is my operation here? What's your measure of it?
Well, it appears you're doing well for what was allotted to you.
It's a very diplomatic way of saying it. Is Father your proper moniker?
He is, let's see, Sailor Priest, second level. Initiate, not just brother.
Brother.
Yeah.
Brother.
So, we had an opportunity to stay with some farmers our first night in your lands. It's a shame they did not give you more skilled workers to work your mines.
What they lack in experience, they make up for in grit, and no one would accuse these people of a lack of an hard day's work. They've done what others thought impossible with trained miners. People are good people.
I don't doubt.
I understand, Rutard. You were ranging. Anything of interest?
No, I saw a quiet land. A land that perhaps beyond the confines of perhaps this hall, and maybe the mines, is not prospering. Partly because of the land that you have. And certainly, there's a feeling that the mine may be successful. It may be at something of a cost to the rest of the land. So not ideal, but I guess you've made a decision there.
There are these lands, these modest lands, and as such, we wish to make something of it. We need prioritize things. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it's sustainable, my lord, over a long time? Do you think you can keep this going?
His eyes are kind of studying you, and he's going back to Talther, and he says, "You can tell the electric count. He's entrusted these lands to man what will make a, we can term this, there is profits here. Silver will not run forever. Mines do not have unlimited bounties. With that quarry, once we establish the routes by which our silver might be delivered, what remains in Snakewell, the quarry. The quarry is where our future and the long-term stability of this land, where that lies. So as I see it, not as profitable as the silver, mind, but stable, long-term. Stability in stone.
Let's see. Well, the churches have a vested interest in, along with the count, to keep the silver flowing in the area, and I'm sure you're aware of the friction between the two other families.
Friction?
Yeah.
Friction, he says. That's one way of putting it.
I'm trained to be a bit more formal in talks.
Aye.
Having a right go at each other, that's why.
And from what I understand, for many, many years.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, we've had the opportunity to be at the attempt they had at a wedding between the two families and the disaster that became of that.
Indeed, I was to host such things. I was disappointed at the outcome. And you guys can each give us, and it's not insight, it is intuition check, if you'd like. And let's make it average, please.
Oh, gives me half a chance.
Okay. Okay.
Done.
We're all over it.
Alan and Rudy, Talther, you can't tell, but Alwyn and Rudy, like, no, he's pretty pleased, or at the very least, he wasn't disappointed that things fell through.
Well, like he expected it to fall through, or was happy?
I didn't say that. Though, you've seen the state of Pikemeyer, forgive me. Imagine if two, well-off, well-established, proper, pedigreed, noble families arrived at there and were forced to be there for the purpose of a marriage. A lot of those farmer miners may have been reassigned to a lot of household tasks that they are uniquely unsuited to perform.
Also unsuited for, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Been asked to do everything but farming. Well, I know about pillows.
Sorry.
Well, since he's familiar with the two families and their ongoing issues there, Talther will say, so you expect the mine to eventually cease giving out ores, and the church and the count are interested in keeping the silver flowing in the area. Have you any ideas on how we can resolve this conflict between the other two families? And
he kind of looks at Alwyn and Rudy, sort of. He sussed out that, like, okay, you guys are the ones who tell this, person, and he says, I think he's originally from Ubersreich. And he says, we've a saying in Ubersreich: wishes were horses, beggars would ride. We have done what others thought were impossible and make the Snakewell mine profitable again. That these are not orchards, these are not fields. And the bounty that the earth has given up is spent. What is your lord speaking of? I've no authority over the minds of my neighbors. What does he plan?
Oh, you can be sure he doesn't share all of his plans with me, nor am I told all that they hope to do. But the highest priority is to keep the silver flowing. And if the other two families can't do so, perhaps someone.
Now there's a twinkle in that good eye of his.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet there is.
Perhaps someone who's more effective at squeezing the silver from the mine should be put in charge.
The silver must flow, eh? Talther? Yeah. Well, what I say is the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. That's what I say.
Fen. He says, our Lord places such value on the security of the delivery of silver.
Well, one could say the silver is the lifeblood of the economy in these lands. And
and from a politicking perspective, remember that this is he's a newly, minted elector count So he's been in not the same way, obviously, but the way that Lord Rasberger has sort of been jumped up to become a lord. There are those who would view the Electric Count of Nordland in similar views or from a similar perspective. And the reason that he has such influence is the silver.
Yeah.
So
Talth will add that I'm sure you're aware of the Sigmarites in the area. Yes?
I've been informed we've not seen them in our lands as of yet.
Well, they have come to deal with the mutant army threat that has, we become aware of during the failed, engagement wedding with the two families.
As an army?
Well, they wouldn't send Sigmarites out if it wasn't potentially going to be such. They are currently hunting down the army or the gathering at this point. And
how's that to do with, forgive me, Brava, how does that relate to what we was just discussing?
Well, the Sigmarites are out for blood and revenge for the death of one of their own, and they are going to trace down the source, which is likely to lead to either one or both of the families involved, which may create an opportunity to step in.
You think one of the families guilty of heresy?
I'm sure at least one of their number is, and those that hide that in their family share guilt.
A lot of characters. So are you making this up, or are you basing this on something?
Out of character, what did one of the guys have a mutation, and we tied that to the mutants in general?
Yep, they went running off into the hills, though, right? And it's both Dorothea Dernbach and Jakob Kreutzfeld.
Yeah, that's what he's do there. Is
I think they've gone on their own now. I think they're still missing, aren't they, from
I'm not
the families? I don't know if they've rejoined their families. I wouldn't have thought so.
I mean,
I don't think they could.
I don't want to speak out of turn, but a bunch of Sigmarites go a long way. I mean, they'll find something.
They do have a
wizard
with them.
They'll find something, even if there's nothing there. They'll find it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And if they clear out the mutants, the idea is maybe that'll help the wine. I said the wine flowing. Sorry, yes, another glass there. Thank you. No, it'll help the silver flow. That maybe that's part of it. But I don't know. They're very good at finding things all the time. Sigmarites.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Out of character, I'm just trying to push the idea that there may be an opening for him to get a little bit more than he's done already.
The only thing is, accusation of heresy of a noble family, that's no small thing. That's like wiping out a noble family, potential justification. So I just wanted to make sure that you were one where there wasn't a misunderstanding for where the basis of that was, because the suggestion that you're going to be able to eliminate one family because of heresy, it's not a small accusation. So
it's not our concern, these Sigmarites are all over that, if there is anything.
Just letting him know some of the goings on, because I think at this point I'm pretty sure that Jacob and whatnot are involved with the mutants for sure.
It wouldn't be unusual for Talther to be to misspeak as well too, or misunderstand the consequence. He isn't used to dealing with these, this level of society. So, this level, again, a jumped up lord.
The reason I'm not a captain.
I feel right at home, actually. I feel really at home.
They say families are always rising and falling in Nordland. The fortunes of families.
Up and down like a bride's nightie, because that's what we say back home.
Okay, so he takes in you've said, and he says, then Rafa, do you know where the Sigmarites have gone then?
Well, we lost touch with them. We were supposed to meet up at an inn along the way, and we went north and deeper into the lands and discovered a blight within the forest.
What forest?
Oh, the woods. He's leading towards the encounter with that beast thing that they found.
Yeah, and that's actually not within any of the lands. That's in the woods to the east of the Dernbach lands.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's not actually in the. Yeah, we ran across their military in or militia, I think, on our way to the.
Kind of looks at all of you. You managed to get yourself well and truly lost if you bypassed my lands, those of the Dernbachs and the Kreuzfelds, and found yourself so far to the east.
It's true. I'm not much of a woodsman myself, but
he is most definitely studying you all like, okay, you're not that fucking stupid that you got yourself so far lost. No, you haven't shared yet as to why you went to the east, and he's gonna let it go.
I don't think I'd be ashamed of it. I think I would just say we've got allies in the woods in the east, the elves. We were helping them out.
I think by the rules of the game, if you are going to speak about the elves, you have to do it in a West Country accent and sound like Samwise Gamgee. So...
Yeah, Talthur isn't quite sure what this guy thinks of the elves, so he didn't want to quite bring that up. But if Alwyn's going to say it,
we'll find out if he's got a problem with them. That's part of the exercise.
So he again is sort of like once again taking yet another measure of you and says, "You was meeting with elves."
He was escorting a friend back to his people in the woods.
You have friends among elves, and you act as the ward of the elected count. You have unconventional friends.
You can say,
I guess.
Say we've got ourselves wrapped up in a number of things and have ascended into this kind of role faster than we expected.
It is a time of great change in the north, and as you can see, I am the beneficiary of such changes of fortune. Now, there's a bit of a smile, he says. Indeed, it seems we are all blessed by luck.
A little bit. What I say is, for luck, you kind of make your own a little bit. And, you don't put all your money on one horse sometimes. You know what I mean? So you spread yourself a little bit thin, and you never know where the moment comes. Well, you've got a friend in the right place, if you catch my drift.
I do. And at this point, you're sort of, someone comes in to mention that, it's again like a miner / farmer who has sort of been repurposed, and he's trying to tell Lord, like dinner's ready, grub's on. And they all... sit down. So you guys sit down for dinner, and you'll be able to carry on your conversation while eating as well. Lord Galvin points at Arendt, who is kind of keeping to himself and taking good helpings of the stew and other food on offer. It is not this is probably a little bit nicer than what the other miners are eating, but this guy's not like flying in pheasants or anything like that in order to make for a fancy meal. The food is good though. Like they have, he has, as far as the a less refined palate is concerned, this is going to be quite nice. So he will say to Errant, you were in service to Kreutzfelds before, and Errant nearly chokes on whatever he's eating. That's right, sir. I was in service to them till, and you see he's kind of measuring his words here. I was deemed as no longer necessary. Fortunately, I have found a calling more suitable for doing good. And see, he sort of inadvertently going to the place where he keeps his symbol of Shalia. And Lord Galvin nods and says something that is, you guys have heard Katerina say before too, like one of these sort of, aphorisms of the cult. And Aaron sort of looks up at him and nods and says back, repeats back the appropriate whatever call and response thing is. Lord Galvin says, Van, tell me, Ravatolfa, what plans, what are your instructions for next steps then to ensure what the silver remains flowing?
Well, that's the interesting thing about my orders. I was given more leeway with how to go about this than you would expect. The stipulation was to keep the silver.
His eyes sort of narrow, and there's a little curl in his thing. Says, "Then you know what I would expect, then, eh?"
Perhaps. But I think the next steps that we have here is, if I may be so bold, is to say that we may have found a reasonable ally in yourself. And if that is the case, we must secure your position. Is there anything that you need taken care of in your lands that would ease your troubles?
His eyes narrow, and he leans, puts down his spoon, brings his goblet a little closer, and sort of is moving it around on the table. And he says, I find for a man like myself, who's not been born to position, one must be careful not to ask more than what would be reasonable. You savvy?
I think I understand.
That I would not impose on my lord's generosity by asking too much of him.
That's absolutely right. And you can see at this point, Rudy sort of gets another big slab of meat and puts it on his plate. Yeah, too right.
In normal times, I would agree that, burdening us with, the needs that you have would be maybe uncouth, but I intend to ensure my mission is successful. So if something must be done,
then
we can at least hear.
You'll forgive my uncouth ways and the directness by which I approach my response. What's on offer?
Well, kind of look at my, Rudy and Alwyn. Kind of breathe in and said, well, wouldn't say anything.
Or sorry, Grim, you're muted. Timo.
So I'm just sorry, Timo. I'm just saying. Well, yeah. So as you look to Rudy, all you can see is this face full of gravy, and he's looking sort of. He's appreciating whatever it is you're saying. Really, it's like, yeah. It's great.
I'll tell him that you know that we travel with the priestess of Shaolin, and look at our aunt.
Shaolin.
Shaolin. They have, certain beliefs that make them unwilling to do certain actions, but Manon is fickle, and he is willing.
To help with your response too, John, what's your understanding of what you have on offer?
I'm basically fishing for any kind of does he need something taken care of in the mines? Is there a danger threat in his lands?
Well, he's already put that on you. What do you have on offer?
What we can do for him?
You can interpret how. The reason I want to step out of character for a moment is just to give you an opportunity to talk about what your understanding is, what you've got on offer. If you're agents of the electric count, and you are intended to do that, but what beyond what you are physically capable of doing, what do you think that you have the authority to do?
It's a good question.
I mean, I would say, if we were to report back that for a business return, that there were a number of skilled miners that could be dispatched to support him, the cost of that would be offset by a perhaps improved production of silver from these mines. So it would be a business transaction, but it wouldn't be something we could promise. We don't have that power. All we could do is really just say we could report back, note how useful it would be, and see if the authorities think, all right, we get a return out of it, and there's a business transaction. That might be one thing.
So let me ask you this then, knowing the limits of the Snakewell mine, as you guys have learned, a place that others deemed as unprofitable.
Or quarrymen.
Yeah. That's a good idea. So if the mine is close to drying up and not producing anymore, and they have the quarries available, then we could put a word in to say, hey, look what he did with this mine. What else could he do with these other mines that aren't being worked or producing for the other families? Maybe something like that.
And the quality of the stone and the cut of the stone would be that much better if you had skilled quarrymen doing it and not farmer, miner, butlers doing it.
And not for nothing, Rudy, from your background too, people are less likely to rob a caravan of?
Stone.
Stone.
Yeah.
Silver, you melt down, you break it up, it retains its value.
Do you know, to this day, I've not smuggled any stone at all.
Yeah, it's surprising.
To this day.
Such a small call for Chesterfields. I don't.
It's pretty good. So yeah, let's go that route.
Okay. So then, bringing us back into the scene, he's put it on you.
Okay. Let's say so. Aside from what we could do for you, is problem solvers. We could speak to our contacts within the cities and the upper echelons to see about getting you skilled workers for your quarry, and perhaps persuade them that since you've been so successful with this mine that nobody thought could produce anymore, that you be given more oversight in others. As you know, we can't exactly promise these things in our position, but we do have the word of some fairly powerful people with the ear of them.
You got the ears?
Well,
No. Okay.
figuratively speaking.
I mean, we have there was one associate that we used to work with at an old firm that just a fucking like creep, and we used to the running joke we had, my assistant, is about his collection of women's ears he kept under his bed. He would whisper to them at night. He's such a fucking creep.
That is way creepy.
Oh, we would, and it was like, it just, like, someone who HR routinely had to have word with about, like, conduct around women and whatnot. It just, like, fucking creep. Yeah. Him and his box of ears. Oh, anyway, so he is... And in return for such a generous assessment of my management of the lands grant at me, what would you ask in return?
Well, personally, I'm here on orders from, the Count and my superiors in the church. I'm not one seeking rewards myself, but, a place to rest, a place to,
Forgive me. I thought you spoke on behalf of the elector Count. It's what he would ask of me.
Oh, well, speaking a little bit more uncouth, he would expect more silver to be produced, more stability to the land, safety in the area, to use the resources you have been given wisely. And if there is a mutant army growing, the Sigmarites will need, resources in order to stage.
I mean, if I was the elector count, which maybe one day, I don't know. I think he might want a bit of a cut. He's put something in, he'll want something out. So you're going to want someone to negotiate the pricing on that. Might well be your good self, sir. But yeah, I think you're right to think he'll be looking for, let's say, a return on his investment.
Indeed.
If he's putting more in.
And I'm sure you're aware that since you took over the running of this area, the responsibility has been a heavy weight on your shoulders. It won't get any lighter. That's the price.
Anything else?
Well, that's most of the politicking done.
I mean, we have to head on, of course, which is a shame. I quite like it here, but
rather pleasant.
Yeah, we've got to effectively, get out there and look at these squabbling nobles. I don't particularly care about the gossip. It's just while they're busy squabbling away, their silver is not flowing.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to sort that out in some kind of way, or at least help. I don't think the Sigmarites, it's not top of their list. So if you've got any advice for us on how we might, from your dealings and your knowledge of being right in the middle of these two, then it would help us sort them out. And I have to say, if your future is in the quarry, if they start flowing the silver, it's not going to undercut your business. So I'd say we're on a good position between us for you maybe to give us a little bit of advice, if you have any, sir. I'm not saying you necessarily do. You might quite wisely have kept your nose out.
I'm of the understanding that both families was reluctant to have Pikemire serve as the host for their nuptials between their families. The burying of hatchets and all that was at the encouragement of the... when it was seen possible by the connection between the young heirs of the respective families. It was seen as a possibility, and our Lord supported that. Friedrich, forgive me, sorry, I'm trying to remember what his name. It's not Freddie.
All right.
Sorry, I'm trying to remember the. Give me a second. I need to
It's got like a family name.
Yeah, it was a Creutzfeldt. And I thought I wrote it down because I know. I want to make sure I'm not getting these mistaken. Oh, it was Jakob the Alter. That's what it is. Jakob the Younger is the one who has gone missing. Jakob the Alter is the one who is the head of the family of the Creutzfelds. That's what it was. He says, Jakob Creutzfeld the Older, he was fragile even before the loss of his son and the scandalizing of his family. I have not dealt with him since. It's his son, Friedrich, what will be heir now. And he's all the worst. The only thing what speaks well to my prospects is that he's more interested in hunting and hawking than he is in running what remains of that kingdom, the lands of the Creutzfelds. You said there's a witch hunter among the Sigmarites?
Yep.
I
hear that there's a witch in Fire Ridge. And if it's found that not only is their son corrupted, but they're harboring witches. I think that old Jakob may not weather the inspections of the Sigmarites and the witch hunters. And Freddy, he's certainly not temperamentally suited for managing such challenging inquisitions. Leonard Durenbach, from what I hear, with one daughter lost to first the Church of Shalia, now lost to a renegade, and the second lost to scandal. Such rumors of oh gosh, it's not Brigitte.
Did you say his name was?
Yeah, Brigitte.
Leonard? Is it Leonard? Did you say?
Aye, Leonard. Let me put it in chat for you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, so it'd be Jakob Creutzfeld, Alter, and Lenhart Durenbach. Those are the two patriarchs of the respective families. Although you had heard before that from the rumors, I can't remember if it was at the inn or not, but Jakob Der Alter, he was kind of half mad before this breakdown happened. It may very well be why they were not willing to continue the feud with the families. It's just that Jakob was on his way out, and Jakob der Junger, he was not interested in continuing this fight. And if they could not only secure their lands and put this feud behind them with the marriage, but also that would allow them to focus on just, increasing the wealth of the family. With him gone, that hope is gone. With the Jakob the Younger gone, that hope likewise is gone, and now the weight of that seems to have broken Jakob's mind, leaving only Freddy in charge. And you did not have the good fortune to meet Friedrich Kreuzfeld yet, Rudy, but what do you guys remember of good old Freddy?
Yeah, he was definitely a noble, and like to remind everybody of it, that was of a lower class.
Yeah, he definitely gave me the ick, if you want to put it bluntly. Didn't like him.
He also had brought his companion.
That's the witch, for sure.
Yeah.
Is it?
She's
done very well for herself.
She gave Talther the witch vibes.
She wasn't a witch. I mean, it's been quite a while.
Oh, hold on, wait. I think wasn't she the
assassin? I think.
Wasn't she the musician?
No, that was.
She was an assassin.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
And
assassin.
A fairly well-known one, I think, as well. Fairly open about it.
I mean, when she was caught, she didn't hide.
Well, I mean, to us, I think she even admitted it to us.
Yeah.
Before that, but yeah.
I think she was posing as some kind of musician or something before that. So.
Yeah, but she was a backup in case she was required when the negotiations didn't go well.
Yeah, and Greta was going to be doing it, and it was Greta's tools that were used to murder the patriarch.
Yeah, the blow gun or blowpipe.
Mm.
Yeah.
So that's his measure. What he has to say about the two. And he doesn't have any dealings with them. Although the two options for the Dernbachs now are Brigitte, who.
Oh no, that was
She has been accused of being a witch, and she has. This was the note you guys found.
Sinful order.
Sinful order.
Slanish.
What?
And
What?
her brother.
We got ruinous powers involved here. That ups the scale.
And
there's a reason they ran off.
Ruprecht has the distinction of having the not unremarkable ability to make Freddy Kreuzfeld look likable.
Oh,
because he is a right fucking bastard.
Right. Stop.
So.
Well, no, I'm not looking forward to this anymore. I thought it might be more of this. Bit of wine, some gravy, bit of a chat. This is awful.
Well, yeah.
So Lord Galvin does lean in and says, your friends, the elves, you said something of a beast.
Yes.
Mm.
if you're more interested in hearing the tale, we traveled north, I believe north quite a bit. I navigated us back, but it came upon the beasts, the elves, while we were resting and they were foraging, and we had to track them down, or what was left of them, through patches of this plant substance that was making things rabid and mad. It even started to affect us a bit. And then we found a cave of sorts in a depression that
the forest, in the woods.
In the forest and the woods. I can give you a rough map of where it is, if I can get...
He waves his hand. Lands are beyond my own. They're not concern of mine.
But inside we found an altar to some ruinous power that shook us very well. And discovered that whatever beast was in there was plated with some kind of armor, man-made. But it had been summoned elsewhere.
Armored?
Mm-hmm.
What?
If it is hard to believe, I was able to recover a piece of it. I was taking it back to the Sigmarites when we came upon your land.
A piece of the beast?
Of the armor. It was an iron plate bolted into its flesh.
So this mission by the Sigmarites, it may have caused then.
Well, as you said, this is a time of change.
You don't know where the Sigmarites are?
No, we lost touch with them after we went into the forest. And we were in there a good 10 days at least.
Then, where is it you wish to go? Where is it, or what is it that you ask of me, then?
Well, I think you're doing a fine job as it is, and I think you should continue doing so. Just finding allies in this area and this time of change is going to be difficult, and perhaps just being the ally that we need is sufficient. And any resources you might be able to spare would be appreciated, but...
He gives you a hard look of like, look around, motherfucker. Like,
yeah, I was going to say, I mean, to be honest, sir, this meal has been, it's been one of the best things that's happened to me in about 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just say that? And I'm very grateful for it. It'll probably have to live long in the memory by the sound of it, because I don't particularly like what we're heading towards.
where will you go next?
We might return to you after our work with these two other families. Maybe give you a bit of an update.
So it could be a bit if we must head back to our superiors and report.
Well,
hopefully before the winter sets in.
As you see, and I've seen today, I have much to keep me busy. There's much to be done here. You can tell the Elector Count our silver will flow.
If there's anything else that you need that we're not privy to, please let us know. The more that we can help you, the better for everyone.
I wish not to overstep the demands on our Lord's generosity. But, as can be seen here, his trust in me has been well placed. I hope he would view it as such, and any further trust he would see in me, I would approach with the same determination. See our Lord get his due.
Well, I'll be sure when I speak of you, that will be communicated clearly.
He toasts you once again.
Oh,
Indeed.
Toast. Yeah.
Then, where were you? This beast of which you mentioned, it was to the east, near Durban Lands.
Yes,
Yeah?
the cave, yes. As for its current location, I could not tell. When I stepped into its lair, I received a waking dream, memories of the area. It's metaphysical stuff. I know that it was called away by something with power to do so, though I do not know where.
Unless it passes far to the south, or can navigate the wildest of lands to the north, it would be unlikely that its destination would be Kreuzfeld lands. For decades, it has been the fortunes of one family has been viewed as the loss of the other, and so the converse. Misfortunes to one are seen as fortunes for the other. If the Durenbachs are sorely put by this beast and whatever masters it may have, they may view this as an opportunity, one which you might use to prevail upon them. If you were looking for other friends, though, I would sooner make friends with an angry viper than to make friends with and to rely on the friendship of Friedrich Kreuzfeld. Then, any other business which we must discuss?
I think
Oh, sir.
business should be concluded at this point. We can just enjoy the meal.
And he gets up and walks over to the carafe once again for company. And he goes around and fills everyone's wine up once again.
Maybe we can regale you with stories of the Skaven threat that we took care of.
And perhaps I might speak, even immodestly, of things what I've seen. Mine has been a crooked path there. And he kind of gives a wink at Rudy as if, like, I think I know the measure of my kind here.
Yeah, Talther will actually give him a little slight crooked grin and two and say, I was pulled off the streets before I was a church. I'm a member of the church, so I'm not unfamiliar with things.
An orphan, and impressed on the... Indeed. And perhaps you can tell us why the Lord of the Sea has sent one of his devotees so far inland. We've nary a creek here.
I'll say, well, an aged yet still precocious wine with hints of berry and cinnamon, perfect with a full table of meats and gravy, and maybe some tall tales of men by a fire as the night falls. Cheers to you, sir.
Cheers to Pike Meyer.
Pike Meyer.
You all toast, and then unless there is anything else you guys wish to direct attention to, the rest of the evening will be given over to ribaldry.
Sounds good.
Okay. Having Lord Galvin accepted Aaron's explanation for why he has left the service of the Kreuzfelds, he is likewise welcome within there. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Very rude. Is there anything else that you guys wish to direct attention to or trying to solicit information about?
I think we've done well. I mean, I think we've done well. I mean, we probably don't want to push the business too hard, and it's sort of like we'll just enjoy the company. I think for me, I enjoy the company.
Okay.
Get to sleep.
Talther?
I think we're good.
And Alwyn, you've been quiet throughout this dinner.
Yeah, he's been watching carefully, listening to what he's been saying, but he's got nothing to. I don't think we're going to learn anything else from him. So, yeah, he'll join in the storytelling and enjoy the rest of the evening.
Okay. Then the rest of the evening is a good one. You barely notice when the Fang Dragon arrives in camp, in fact. And when you guys are set down for the rest of the evening, Kev, did you say put down? No, guys, just laying. You do have an opportunity to talk amongst yourselves once again. So heady with wine and heavy with stews and meat. What do you guys make of your new lordly friend, and what do you intend on doing next?
Well, despite Talther's initial starting thoughts of him, he actually likes the guy more than he thought he would, because he's not typical nobility, and Talther doesn't really like nobility to a certain extent. So I think we made a good choice in coming to him first.
Got a bit lucky, which is no surprise given Reynard's in. I quite like the idea that, no offence to the man, but if he can do it, I can do it, right? I
Absolutely.
Maybe one day all this could be mine. Not this, but something like this. Look at this. Look at that vaulted ceiling. Look how high it is.
Well, Rudy, think of it this way. If he does become a burgeoning power in the area, he's going to need people he can trust to help run the place.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. It could be a place to work, a place to settle. It's a good thought.
One adventure forever.
Rudy.
Yeah, no, I like that. One step ahead.
When you have turned your mind from owling and towards soldiery, but there is definitely I would say a massive, but like being able to get silver out without having to pay the taxes and other things, and just being able to pay or sell it directly. There is a measure of owler activity that would relate to that.
There is, and a few blades to protect the shipments of the carts that will head their way off to the markets. That's something else. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I like that. I'll tell you what. If I could choose, which I'm not saying I can, I'd stay here, and I wouldn't have to go off and see those other knobs on either side.
Well,
I don't fancy that. They sound like a right set.
If you stay here and we don't solve that issue, then it's going to come up again. So,
yeah, I hear you.
There wasn't really any problems here to deal with. This is more of a fact-finding exercise.
I'm sure he's got some problems he doesn't want to share with us, but
yeah,
potentially. But we'll definitely find problems in the other two families.
They're older, established, yeah.
And the welcome will be fairly hostile, I should imagine, as well.
Those knobs won't talk to me, that's for sure. Waste of time.
But at
Like
least
speak to
we,
you, Colter. You know?
yeah, at least we have the backing of the elector this time. So they might at least listen to us.
Yeah, well, maybe they will. Maybe they
Well,
will.
we can only see.
Aye.
We have to decide which one we're going to go for next. But, expedience sake, I mean, we're smack dab in the middle of the area, so either choice is
Well,
one way or the other.
we did promise, or loosely promise, Aaron that we would go to Fire Ridge first, which is the Creutzfeld's lands.
Yeah,
Which feels good then.
Then we should keep our word to Aaron then.
Yeah. All right. Let's do it. What, in the morning?
We'd have got ambushed plenty of times within those woods. We definitely owe it to him.
Yeah.
Aaron
Let's do that.
was ambushed a bunch of times. I mean, he was napping most
without
of the time.
Aaron, we'd likely been ambushed many times in those woods.
It's true. He was keeping. That's right, because he was keeping watch. Yeah. So it's to Kreutzfeld lands that you intend on traveling next.
Yep.
It's funny. Fire Ridge, you may remember, is the one community within kind of all these lands that has a different active industry, because there is vineyards located there.
Ooh.
Oh, wait a minute. That's just sounding better.
There is the witch Kalinda as well.
Who's Aaron's friend?
Aaron has a
that's
lot of
right,
friends.
Yeah. Friend. All right.
Aaron seems to make friends very easily wherever he goes. Not for nothing, Rudy. The reason that he was being blackmailed is on account of one of those friends who was married to a noble.
Oh, well. There you go. So, it's interesting that our Lord Rasberger didn't have any of the Kreutzfeld wines, do you? That Bretonian wine, seriously. I'd go back for more. Anyway.
So,
right.
It's got a witch friend. I don't think we should be seen with the witch.
Well, depends who's there. If we're there before Sigmarite.
Yeah. We'll have to suss out rumors to see if anybody's seen the Sigmarites, or maybe we'll meet them there. Who knows?
Oh, yeah. What witch? I don't know. I know nothing about a witch. I know nothing. There you go. Done.
Perfect. Then, guys, why don't we take our mid-session break? We're already there. And then we'll come back and see what your travels are going to be like heading to Fire Ridge. So for those listening at home, we'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Nice cup of tea. Nice cup of tea.
Okay, and I unmuted myself. So, guys, morning comes, and you know what that calls for then?
Weather rolls.
All right.
That doesn't have to.
Would you each give us a D10 roll, please?
There's a little bit of a cutout there.
Yeah, you know,
I assumed it was my hotel connection, but no, it wasn't.
No, it's me. What the? Oh, are we back? Okay. Let's see. Are we back, guys?
Think so.
Seem okay?
Okay.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay. OBS is still saying disconnected, reconnecting, but is the stream live?
Looks like it.
Looks to be. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, seems okay.
Yeah, reconnection successful. Weird. I don't know what is causing this. We've had this issue a couple times this week. We had our Wednesday session dropped altogether. I tested the internet connection before we started today, but I don't know. In any event, so what I was asking is if there's anything you guys wish to do in Snakewell before heading out to Pikemire.
So,
What sort of distance are we travelling to get to our Kreuzfeltian location?
So it's about a half day to get to Pikemire, then it is a day to get back down to sort of the junction, and then it's roughly a day's travel between each of the different places. So it'll be a day to get to Fire Ridge, and then it is 2 days to get Maxwell, but you can also stop at either Clay Gap or Pikewall, which are the other two locations in the Forest Lands.
Okay. First, we got to make sure we have enough food to get there.
That's just what I was just thinking. Yeah.
It looks like I got a day of rations left.
It doesn't seem very appetizing now, does it? Do you know what I mean? It really does. Look at that. It's like, it's stuck to the side of that. Oh, yuck. Where would I find rations? No. Oh, there. I don't think I've got any.
You guys have no rations left? Is it into the...
be under combat. It'd be under the combat.
It is combat, in which case I don't. No, it doesn't say I do.
We were pretty much out, weren't we?
Yeah.
That's why we were so grateful to find that farm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Was it a very thin soup we had there? But I can't remember. Well, I might be thinking
on the way.
The soup I had recently. Yeah.
I'd rather just have more than a single ration between all three of us.
He can stock you up here with supplies to get you through to Pikemire, and then at Pikemire you could probably get supplies to get you through to Fire Ridge, and then leave it to you to figure out what you're going to do in the Kreuzfeld lands. How's everyone's money situation right now?
I thought you might ask that. I knew you were going to ask that.
I got a lot of money.
I'm loaded. No, I'm probably not.
How much is liquid, I guess, is the question. I think some people...
Like 4 silvers.
4 silver, okay.
Yeah.
I have.
They tax the hell out of it. They really do.
More than me.
I mean, I got a lot more in the bank. I just don't have it liquid.
I'm not sure how much I've got carrying. It's a fair question. I've got 2 gold, 11 silvers, and 37 bronzes, but I don't know if that's on me. That's what I've got in the world.
Yeah, I know you stashed some money during your last endeavors.
Maybe that's what. Yeah, maybe
Like,
that's
I have
it.
9 gold in the bank, but I only got like 4 silver on me.
Well, let's just say I've got a few silver on me. That's it.
I kept like in my bio tab. I had banking endeavor and what I put in there.
I've got 6 in my pouch, so I'll put that in my trappings, so I've got it noted.
Let's see, how much are rations?
6 silver. It's nothing, is it really? 6 silver.
Kits, books, trades.
Liquid. I'll call it 6 silver liquid. Count ink. I think I might ignore that, to be honest.
Alrighty, rations.
Okay,
So now it's 2 silver for a day of rations. That's expensive.
2 silver for a day of rations?
Yeah, that's what the 2/dash means, right?
I think I underestimated.
Okay, we might.
Well, it's right on a stick, though, isn't it?
Sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to. We might lose a stream here again. God, I'm gonna have to call my fucking ISP next week because this is crazy.
Are you struggling, Kevin? Is it the OBS
Yeah,
side?
like it keeps dipping down. We're getting a crazy amount of lost frames, and then it's like it's spiking between like a much faster connection than I actually have, and
Okay.
well, like there's it's like 6,000 kilobytes, but then it's spiking up to like 31, and like there's no fucking way my connection is that fast. So something's going on either with OBS or with the connection. I'm not hearing you guys get choppy whatsoever, so like I don't think it's that. But this is the second time this week we've had issues with it dipping down so low, and I've already I'm gonna between this session and the afternoon I'm gonna cycle the router and see if that makes a difference, because it's back up and fine now, but it's just not.
You need to clear your cache, he said. Not really.
That, or somebody could be like drilling holes out in the field and just bouncing that box just enough to cause issues.
Well, I mean, I think that is quite possible. I don't think that's the case, John.
No.
I don't know what's going on with it, but it seems like we haven't lost the stream at least, and it's back up now. But boy, what a fucking annoying thing. And it's been this week has been particularly. We haven't had problems with. No, that's not true. We did at the end of 2 weeks ago when we had Cosmere. The stream just fucking collapsed at the end.
Have you got fiber to the house? So you got a reasonable.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, and it's not.
Nice.
And it's been stable. Like, it's something has changed because it's been stable for quite some time. And the connection speed I tested when we first got on. And it seems back to being fine. Nope. Now it's dipping again.
I'm not going to test mine here just in case everything blows up.
I mean, I got fiber here, so I don't know.
Yeah. No. It's not like it's definitely on my end, guys. It's not.
Yeah.
I don't know what the issue is here.
I think it's white string to me, to be honest.
Yeah. So for those listening at home, apologies. If we're dropping in and out, then the reason is the stability on my end. Okay. Well, we'll carry on, and if it drops, it drops. All right. So then, money wise, I'm sitting like a watch pot, watching the numbers go up and down. If it crashes, it crashes. We'll just deal with it then. All right, so we're talking about the money situation.
Well,
Let's see here.
apparently I can feed myself for 3 days if I spend my money.
I actually do have 2 Russians, and I've got 6 silver. I'm going to have to make some money. I've stashed my money. I'll probably never see that again.
Yeah.
I mean, we could, head back to town and unstash it.
I know, and I'm silvery now. I'm a silvery soldier. Perhaps the banking system might start talking to me.
Yep. Once you read silver, they'll actually talk to you.
Yeah, exactly. They'll give you a cup of tea, sit you down with a biscuit, and say, "All right, very good. Please come to us." But anyway, never mind. Mine's in a hole in the ground somewhere in Salzamund or wherever. I don't know.
Okay, give me a sec, guys.
Okay.
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna run a. I'm gonna run a quick speed test. Just to see what's going on. If it's OBS that's causing the problems, or
it's Gaben on the line or something.
I mean, you're sounding just fine to us, so I don't.
No, and yeah, it's not. It's an OBS issue, I think, because the connection is showing as fast as it should be. Although it's back to normal now in OBS. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Yeah, download speed and upload speed are terrific.
I'd blame the Tories. He said, no, in chat for the first time.
Yeah. I can't remember when that was, but I'd never heard that song before. And it is extremely catchy.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll just carry on. I'm going to keep my speed test tool open just in the event that... in the event that we have the issue again, I can quickly try and catch it. But
you need to run a continuous ping, really, to catch this sort of problem.
Yeah.
Which is fairly straightforward. You can just, if you just go to the Windows and type CMD, that'll open up a DOS prompt.
Okay.
And then I'll just paste in, something you can type it in.
Oh, clear the cache. Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, just run a...
Oh.
Okay, we're continuing monitoring to look at the speeds.
Just, once you've got a command prompt open, if you just type that into it and just press enter, it'll just keep running, and you'll see there'll be interruptions or massive spikes in your times if it's sort of in and out. And then
.com, isn't it? Not co.m.
Sorry, yeah, .com, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Just
Okay, what I'm trying to find the CMD prompt. Oh, here.
If you just...
Oh, yeah, here we go. I think I found it.
You got
Right. Okay, and then...
Just ping space www.google.com space -t, and that just keep it continuously running until you close the window or... It is .com, sorry. That was just a typo.
Okay. Hey.
And you should be getting 10, 12 milliseconds ping response.
Yeah, 23 milliseconds.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. But if it drops out, you'll see it. It will actually time out, or you'll get a big one that'll say 1,000 and something. And then you can go back to your provider and say, this is what I'm getting.
Okay, I'll leave that running in the background. We seem to be back to normal right now. Okay, then, cost of living. Every time I bring up cost of living, this is where the thing spikes.
I blame the Tories. Oh, sorry, we did that. We did that gag.
All right, let's see here. The meal, so meal and an inn per day is 1 silver. And 10 pennies for a common room.
Can't afford either of those.
Got you, mate. What? How much have you got? Have you got nothing?
I got 2 pennies.
2 pennies? You are joking me.
You have 2 to rub together, or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to keep 2 to rub them, but that's it. These missions and these trips don't pay well. Yeah.
Well, we tend to, but we squirrel it away immediately after spending it, or it gets stolen. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's in a.
The reason I'm carrying so little is because of it. So.
Yeah. Well, all right. I mean, I'm not entirely sure how much I would have been able to keep on me. So I put 6. You're welcome to half of what I've got.
It depends if we can scrounge any food while we're in these locations, I guess.
So 12 pennies per silver, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we could do a little bit of foraging en route, I assume.
It should be 20 silvers to the gold, shouldn't it? It's the imperial currency. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we could do a bit of foraging, yeah.
Because was it a day to Pikemire, did we say?
A half day to Pikemire, and then it's a day from Pikemire to sort of the junction that'll take you to Fire Ridge.
So if we take a slow day to Pikemire foraging en route, maybe we can get a day or...
Well,
yeah, definitely.
To be honest, I'm not in a hurry. Are you in a hurry?
No.
I'm not in any sort of hurry.
After 10 days through the forest, I'm glad to be walking slowly on roads.
So
I'm half expecting us to get there, or almost get there, and all we'll see is like fire. The whole thing is a flame, and Sigmar's just come in.
Rudy, quit grabbing reading my notes here. I mean,
hopefully not a Pikemire.
Well, not a Pikemire, no.
All right.
I mean, that would resolve the issue, I guess.
Here's one upside of the hills you're moving through is you get +1 success level to your watch checks.
Oh.
So that's good. I mean, you do get -1 to finding water and foraging, but you do get +1 to watching. Hunting is not impacted. Making camps is not impacted. And navigation's not impacted. So
that's weather-wise. I would say the terrain is... You told us the terrain was quite poor, really.
yeah. It's desolate for sure.
It might affect our foraging a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
He said, making it more difficult for us.
Yeah, that's where the -1 success level. So,
okay.
What? Why don't you give us? Let's see here. Let's start to left to right. Rudy, give us a 1d10 roll, please.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. 1d10. Let's go. 3.
Okay. Oh, and thank you, by the way, Darren, for that for the ping thing too.
That's cool. Yeah.
All right. Then for today's journey, remember you can each do an endeavor, travel endeavor. So if someone wants to forage, you could do that. Hunting is the one that is the most lucrative. I think it's 2 times your success levels, and there's no penalty.
I think Rudy gets extra stuff because he took that thing.
Yeah,
right?
you've got the ability or talent, haven't you?
I do. I've got a talent, yeah.
Okay.
Hunter's Eye, was it?
Something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
And for this trip, do we need to navigate, or can we follow roads?
There's no navigation required. There's a road from Snakewell down to Pikemire.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I can see about getting us water if we need it.
Okay.
I guess I'll keep a lookout then.
Hey, for the water, you've got water you can get from the camp, and you're heading there. So unless you want to have like a backup from it, you probably don't need a forge for water. You're a herbalist now, aren't you, Talther?
Yeah. So I could go for herbs now. So
yeah. Okay, and then if someone's scouting, that's the keeping watch to give advance warning.
I'll do this scouty look out type role, I think.
Okay. So then the scouting will get +1 success level. Why don't we go reverse order of that? Give us a perception, challenging perception check, +1 success level, please.
Ooh. You only get the +1 if you pass, don't you? Or
I think so. Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh, let's reroll.
Yeah. We're last hour anyway.
Yeah, let's give that another go. No,
What's that roll?
Okay.
not happening.
It's the fine weather that's throwing you off, I assume.
Yeah.
You know, what is
almost
going on?
enjoying himself,
Yeah.
and just sort of took his eye off the ball a bit because it's like roads and clear and.
Well, it's like in the UK. It's like in the UK, isn't it? We actually have blue skies. I think it might be the first time this year.
For one day, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's David was saying that Aberdeen to just beat some kind of record for days without sunshine. Fucking brutal. I had that in my last year in Vancouver. We were 1 day shy of beating a 100-year record of days without sunshine, and like I didn't think it would bother me as much as it fucking does, but Jesus.
Yeah.
That was unpleasant. Or I should say I was very unpleasant by the end of that. Talther, would you kindly give us either challenging outdoor survival or challenging lore herbs?
Let's see. Lore herbs is still lower.
It
than
is
my
a
outdoor
UK
survival.
game, so I think it's technically lore herbs.
Oh, okay.
I have made that joke before.
I'll be using outdoor survival.
Okay.
It's slightly higher.
Me and Darren are saying nothing. Sorry.
Okay, that is nicely done. Okay, so then
Nice one. Good
you
roll.
will.
I'm gonna add to my stash of herbs that I got now.
Yeah. And actually, there's the rules for collecting herbs from. It's one of the source books, right? One of the archives, wasn't there?
Oh, right.
Yeah, that we were
Good
using.
Lord. Well,
It was Tarabeth you found last time.
Yes, we got 6 doses of those.
Yeah.
Good memory. Until we get some time to process them, I can give you some sleeping arrows.
Yeah.
I mean, his arrows do put people to sleep. Just,
Yeah.
You know.
Long, the deep sleep.
Was it Blood and Bramble or Archives?
Over characters. The heck was it?
You weren't getting it from that Journeys one that we were using, was you?
I'm trying to remember where the heck. I thought it referenced it in the book, but it's not. Yeah, it's not saying.
What's that Journeys one called?
Oh, are you talking the cubicles? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just.
Well,
There are expanded
edition one, weren't we, for some stuff?
Yeah, there was an expanded.
Uncharted Journeys, or
No, not Uncharted Journeys. It was Uncharted Journeys is for. Herbs are in Death on the Right Companion. There we go. Okay, which is one of the books I did not grab. Just give me a second.
Death on the Right Companion. Good gracious. I'm just running Death on the Reich right now, with my home group.
I stand corrected. It is one of the ones. And Madison, look before you go. Jeez, here we go. Death on the Reich. All right.
Yeah, it's amazing how weather affected we can be. Just looking at Phineas Fingers talking about Oregon and Washington State.
Which I'm in Oregon, so.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
Like just like 2 days ago, I was going out to have some lunch, and I noticed it was 50 degrees, which is what 12, 13 Celsius.
Right.
But the sun was out, the sky was blue. I was like, this is great weather. I'm going to sit outside and eat lunch. So.
yeah, we're still setting records this year for not having any days without rain in the UK.
Yeah.
at somewhere in the UK. So
Good Lord.
UK is not very big compared to.
Is there flooding, or is it because it's not?
Oh yeah, there's some.
Yeah, there will be some.
Places,
Yeah, but it's all right. Our water companies will throw it all away. So,
See, for us, it's the heavy snow. Like we haven't had it this year, but like the heavy snowfalls, that's what fucks us in the springtime. Is because as soon as it melts, yeah. Okay, I'm telling them. And remind when we had the last flood in Calgary, this is like 10 years ago or whatnot, I was evacuated for a couple of days because the whole area flooded, and like we would see going back in, there's these, I feel like we talked about this like last weekend even, the floods were so fucking strong and the floodwaters were so strong, they're picking up like F-150s, throwing them on their sides and slamming them up against other vehicles. For the ones that were left behind by the folks who evacuated. Okay, so it's on page 9 of the Death in the Right Companion, John. You can get, with 3 success levels, you could find something that is rare, depending on the availability. There's what's exotic. Let's see here. You could get speckled rustwort, which, like with an ointment, you'll be able to get rid of that.
I'm going to say, yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So speckled rustwort is, let's see. I know, Anna, it was a lazy joke. I'm sorry. Let's see. The herb is ingested to combat the effects of Packer's pox. And a draught. However, taking more than 1 dose causes nausea. So if you do want to like dose somebody to have like an Epicac kind of effect, you could use that. I'm trying to find some things that are in the hills that you have not yet found. You could find Venera.
What's that do?
Venera is a stimulant which removes the need for rest. It's most commonly used for convalescence when the patient cannot rest for some reason. For 1d10 hours after the dose is taken, the character is treated as resting, but may undertake any kind of activity. If a character rests, the benefits are doubled. When the dose wears off, the user suffers a splitting headache, gaining 1 fatigue condition, which lasts for an hour. That is Venera, which you could find. And see if there's anything else in the hills.
I think I'll go for the Venera.
Venera? Okay. It's, the Venera is worth 2 gold crowns per dose. So,
does it list a price for the Terabeth?
Terabeth is you actually can't find Terabeth here. Wrong terrain.
Oh yeah, no, I was just wondering. Put a price tag on it. It's in the.
The Terabeth is 10 silver per dose.
Okay, and that's, I'm assuming, the processed dose, right?
I think that is. I mean, it's just dried herbs.
Okay. Okay, and Venera's 2 gold. Okay, that's huge. I'm going to be gathering herbs like crazy.
Yeah. I think that's a new profession on this. Bit of a sideline coming up.
Yeah.
Just collect herbs.
Okay. And then finally,
Rudy,
we have your hunting. Where the heck? Here we go. Hunting has no modifier here. And it is a challenging outdoor survival check, please. At Hunter's Eye will give you +1 success level.
Challenging. Got you. Well, we'll see. Let's go. Okay. And I'll spend a point.
Fortune that? Okay.
Yeah. Give it a go. Back to challenging. taunt you with average. It's not what I've got. Yes.
Nice. +1 success level gives you 4. That is enough food for 8 people.
Wow, yeah.
So we've got 2 days of food. Nice.
Okay. Because you are bringing it back to Pikemire as well, you're not even going to have to roll for cooking. The kitchen's there. We'll prep that for
goodness.
you, so you're not going to have to worry.
We come back. We have slain a boar. Cook it.
Yeah. It's well done. You like it well done, don't you?
Okay. Then the day has been it sounds like a pleasant day's journey. Languid journey. Lots of unusual herbs found. There was some successful hunting. And they'll treat the stuff for tonight. So you're going to have 8 days worth of, or 8 people days worth of rations. Trying to make it not sound like cannibalism.
Should we account for Errant, or is he getting enough food for himself?
Errant gets food for himself. You don't need to worry about him. Once he starts participating in combat, that's when you need to worry about feeding him. So, when you reach Pikemire, you are greeted once again by by Conrad and actually I guess it would be Ranald, because that's the chaplain. Hold on, Merkel is who you're met by. Merkel will see you. He asks, you met with Lord Rasburger? And I think Rasburger would have sent a note back with you guys as well to Merkel, in all likelihood. Did anyone open it?
Was it sealed? Or?
Yeah.
Then no.
Who was it handed to?
Probably to Talter.
Yeah. If it's sealed and it's addressed to someone else, I'm not opening that thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't have stolen it, but if it had come through my hands, I might have had a look. But I wouldn't have stolen it.
I've done that before. Yeah, you can get it just such a way, just with the right heat and a very sharp knife, you can just get it off.
Yeah.
So I actually
melt the wax.
Research into like old wax sealing with letters, and depending on the kind of wax you use, it makes it almost impossible to reseal it.
Right.
So,
yeah.
With that knowledge, I wouldn't even try it.
No.
Well, you just take all the wax off and pretend it never had any wax.
Well, you just get a little bit of extra wax, and you just try and blend it.
Anyway. Alpha's got it.
Anyway, whatever. Anyway, that's a previous life. I'm not like that now. I would never do anything like that now.
Anyone got training in forgery?
Oh, do you know?
I don't think there's actually a skill for forgery in this.
No, is there not?
I don't
it's the sort of game that should, shouldn't it? Oh.
It might be a talent.
It might be a talent.
I think, gosh, I can't remember what game. Well, you know what? It's fucking a second edition, AD&D second. 2E has forgery. At least one of the characters, the pre-gens, has forgery for the session on the 28th. Okay, so then you guys arrive at there. Merkel accepts the letter from Lord Rasburger, and they have the same rooms set aside for you once again. You guys are settled in. They'll see to the preparation of your game. Excuse me, my goodness. I clearly had just a terrible fucking sleep last night. Jeez. I just had these dreams of fury and anger all the time, guys. I don't know what that's. What?
Tories.
Yeah. I think it probably had something to do with the fucking vat of coffee I had over the course of the... Oh. Yeah, like just a complete dumbass. I stopped drinking coffee earlier during the day because I had to be out of the house, and then I started drinking coffee around 6 o'clock at night. So, unsurprisingly, my sleep was satisfying. It also would explain why Anna spent the whole morning in bed. What do you guys wish to do at Pikemire, if anything? You will have the evening there, and you're not going to have to do anything like making camp or whatnot. and you will be getting definitely a good night's sleep to be able to rid yourself of any fatigue that comes from a second activity. There may not be anything you wish to do, but
I don't think we've got any business here, really. It's just a stop-off point before Fire Ridge.
Do we have any of those fancy rules like we used in Wednesday's game, where just downtime activities we could do over the night? Like,
there is no, there's not. So like what for Darren and Graham's edification, there's some neat campcraft activities that they have in A Life Well Lived. Those haven't been adapted for this yet. They're nice because it's kind of like not quite as involved as the downtime rules. It's usually just one quick roll. What I'm talking about, you guys all know is because you play in Crystal Shard. Mm-hmm. We're playing with them, so that's there's not the similar thing. There's not a campcraft similar thing in this other than what's listed in Death Steps and Light Fingers.
Gotcha.
It's a good idea though. Like I think like some of that stuff could easily be modified, and everyone has been making really good use. Even the bond option for the campcraft activities has been Jeff's character in the Crystal Shard or the Night Below one. He's just chummy, like, big lunk who's loved around town. So he's been spending time bonding with everybody over the course of the several nights things. And mechanically, it gives a little bonus dice that could only be used in relation to that character. So, all right. So for camp endeavors, you could journal, which are any of you guys literate?
Yes.
Okay. So you could journal.
I think that's what I'd do.
So you make you must possess the read-write talent to undertake this endeavor.
And I do have that.
Okay.
I've also got a writing kit and parchment.
There you go. So this could lead to publication at a later point. So it involves either an average art writing test or language, any.
Language.
If it's language, then it is a common.
I've got classical.
Okay, so if you're going to write in classical, then it is a challenging task.
Might as well.
Okay. Turns out it's harder to write.
I think I like that. I'm going to spend a point on that.
That was impressive.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
All right.
Look at that.
It's coming together.
Just kind of like journaling. I think I'm going to be writing like something about the shifting powers within this area, and start detailing what I know about the grass rivers and whatnot at this point. So.
Okay. Other things to recuperate you don't need because you're going to get that. There's not any other like specified ones that really stand out. Is there anything that Alwyn or Rudy would want to do? Start making progress towards things, to enjoy each other's company, to spend time with Astrid.
Yeah, I mean that's a downtime for like training and stuff, but yeah, I mean in general, yeah.
I might spend time picking his brains, stories that might give me some more clues about what we're going to face.
Picking whose mind?
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean Astrid. I meant sorry. What's
talking to the dog.
Yeah, no, I meant Arrant.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So I think actually I might spend time with him actually, because I think he could teach me a thing or two about life, really.
Yeah. Give us a gossip check then, Rudy. At let's say average.
Okie doke. Oh, look at that! Terrible. I'm gonna fortune it.
Okay.
You don't want to piss off Aaron.
No, definitely not. Please, come on. Oh, for goodness sake. No.
I think you probably it's not a crit fail or anything like that, so it's not no one's in fights or anything like that. But I think you guys just end up spending a little too much time just telling war stories, or perhaps Rudy, you just end up telling war stories for most of the time. You're like, I want to hear what you want to see.
Didn't shut up once.
Let me tell you why, and then you just talk the whole fucking time.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good.
Okay, and then Alwyn, why don't you give us a what is it? There's animal charm and there's animal training.
Yeah, I've got training. I'm just trying to reinforce, what little I have managed to teach Astrid probably in the short time.
That hits pretty close to home. I have to bribe Anna to come in if there's a dog outside.
Is this average? Or challenging?
Well, average for this one.
Okay. Oh,
it's pretty close. Fortune that?
Yeah, let's give it another go.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. So here's what we're going to do. You're going to have a fortune point that can only be spent on helping her, and she will have a fortune point that can only be spent on helping you.
Cool. Sounds good.
Okay. So you guys have spent time bonding. I think some of the kids, the younger ones, will enjoy seeing your training with Astrid, because she is a lovely dog. Then, otherwise, you guys have so you have now converted or assume that the cooks can do their job. Let me just quickly look at the cooking endeavor, because I think there is actually a benefit. Oh, maybe there's not. Maybe it's just that it's like role playing wise, it tastes better. But let's take a look here.
Yeah, because if you don't cook it properly, it spoils some of the amount of meat, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What we had before.
I did that. I wonder if it's an outdoor survival.
Cooking endeavor.
Well, that's what we were using, but
yeah,
it's quite possibly a proper.
Yeah.
It's a serviceable meal that you're getting out of that, but you do have 4 rations basically coming out of that. So you can add that to your supplies. Then, if there's nothing more you have to wait for in Pikemire, you're going to be heading back down to, I guess, that you... Do you want to overnight on the road, or do you want to overnight at that farm once again?
I don't think we can impose, can we, again on that farm?
I don't know. I think they might be welcome of the added security if they're still having potential sightings of mutants and such.
And
I
if
suppose.
Rudy can bag a big beastie, we can share some food with him.
Oh, if I can. And to be fair, it would be good to just check they're all right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can.
There is just that, isn't there? Yeah. All right. Yeah, go on. Let's do that.
Yeah. Then let's first have everyone give us a D10 roll, because it is one time.
Yeah, if it's dumping rain, it's definitely gonna be overnighting.
Oh, gracious.
It's a-
Oh, there we
Heck of
go.
a
Oh, look at all those high rolls. I love it. All right, so a little chilly this morning.
Cold, windy, and wet.
Light rain and a pretty strong wind. So the rain is going to give -1 success level to athletics, climb, and range black powder tests. And the wind does not really actually impact you all that much. Which is actually even a light breeze in Mithras starts fucking up your aim, and it only gets worse if there's any more wind. I was reading like the impact of the wind on the conditions when we were playing last weekend, and it was so punishing. I'm like, I think David really wants to get this shot off, so I'm not going to use rules as written for it. But it is very accurate to the simulation. Okay, so then, yeah, it's not great travel weather, but it's about what you've come to expect, I imagine. And I think. Did we have other? Hold up, let me. Madison, come on! I still haven't updated the default pages here. So everything's showing up. Like a blank white board. After the session, guys, I'm gonna.
It's gonna be fine.
Correct that. Although I suppose like the easier thing to do would just be to upgrade this one to Jump Gate as well, and just reset everything there. Let's see if I've got. I loaded some new stuff in here recently. Yes, use this. Unless you guys object. No? Okay, good.
Nope.
Good. That's what I love about you guys. So accommodating. Let's see. I'm reading the Scottish Citadel. It's that Kobold Press published Mega Dungeon.
Yeah.
And I'm really enjoying what I'm reading thus far, and it's only partially influenced by the large presence that owlbears play in this adventure. There are so many owlbears.
Yeah, not appreciated they'd updated Margrave as well, which is...
It's a really nice book too. Like they've done for the way that Tales of the Valiant works. You've got like your species, your background, and your culture are all sort of different factors into how you make your characters, and significant ones in it. And they've offered a bunch of there's some things that were some lineages that were missing from the core book that are in Margrave, and then there's some other even just. I would use them in anything. Backgrounds. I can't remember if they call them backgrounds in it. But yeah, the thing that Kobold Press does do well is crank out tons of content for players. Because most of their books are player focused, and they've kept that up with their Tales of the Valiant stuff, which is pretty awesome. Okay, let me get us over here. Which is why, again, guys, we are converting over to the old world Tales of the Valiant now. Also, there are now owlbears in the old world.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess a owlbear in the old world is probably going to be the most horrible fucking thing.
I mean, worse than those rat ogres.
Yeah, true, because the size, yeah. Okay.
Those... What rat digger things are terrible too. Knowing you, Kev, you might have just made that monster beast thing in the forest an owlbear with armor plating.
That would be pretty great. The only I've never really run RuneQuest, but the Jacko Bear is one of the reasons I really would like to give that a try.
Classic.
Okay, then. This is a sense of what the road would be like, in particular in the sense of the lack of other folks here. That can be good. Yeah, that'll be good. All right, and are we doing the same tasks as before? Alwyn's keeping watch. Talther is going to forage, and Rudy is going to hunt.
Yes.
Yep. This size can actually rearrange you guys.
Makes
All right,
sense.
so then let's do left to right this time. So Rudy, whenever you're ready. So you are in the forest now. So I think that actually gives +1 success level to hunting.
Okay. And that's challenging.
That is challenging once again, yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Bitte und danke.
Uh,
Oh boy. Want to fortune that?
I've
Think of
got
the
some
kids.
left.
Think of the kids. We need to bring them food.
Let's do it. Oh, please, sir, do it. Oh, sorry, I've lost it. There it is. I found it. Ah, challenging. They taunt you with that average, and you just think, yeah.
Oh no! Is it returning
Again.
to roots?
I think it's a tree this time. I think.
Again, it's the same stump. It's followed you.
Ah,
Okay, so I'm gonna we're gonna put a pin in that for now. We'll get back to that in a second.
Folks.
Salther.
Alrighty.
balls.
Challenging. Outdoor
Yes, a challenging either lore, herbs, or outdoor survival.
There we go.
There you go, 2. So you're in the forest now,
Yes.
which means different oibs available.
Ribs.
If you want to do Terabeth again, you could find 2 doses of that.
Is there any other common herbs?
Yeah, something called Valerian.
Ooh, what does that do?
Valerian is... Oh, prepared as an infusion, a cup of Valerian tea restores 1 wound to the drinker.
Ooh, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I will definitely get that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much is one of those doses worth?
You were able to collect 2 doses of that, and the cost is 5 silver. Or for vending.
Okay. And those are found in forests. Okay.
Yeah. Particularly mixed forests.
Mixed forests.
So
okay.
these sort of transitional forests like this. Okay, and then Alwyn, would you give us a perception and hold on? No modifier in the forest.
Okay. Can I call on Astrid to assist me
Yeah, I've got it.
by keeping an ear and a nose out, as it were?
Definitely. Yeah.
Oh, just.
Very nice. Okay. Then you are able to keep your eyes open. Rudy, would you give us a D10 roll, please?
I will. Do that thing.
So, Rudy, with Astrid kind of keeping pace up ahead, and in a way, sort of not working with you with the hunting, but at least being pretty far ahead, she's sort of tromping around through the bushes on the side of the road. And at one point, Rudy, you do see her coming back, and she's kind of smacking her lips as if she has just consumed something and kind of runs off. Not unusual for her.
No.
But what you guys find is about an hour later, she is very off. She is struggling to kind of keep up. Alwyn, you notice that she's taking a lot more rests, and she gets a little growly when you, if you happen to touch anywhere near her stomach.
Right, I'll tell Alwyn. I'll tell her. I'm sure I saw her eating, so I was out hunting, and I think she ate something.
You can give us a hard animal care test, Alwyn.
Okay. Hard. Oof. Oh, definitely not.
Okay.
Can I have a go?
Is she ill?
Don't know.
Let's see. You can't go separately because we've already made the roll for it, and like even at best, if you were assisting, it would just grant +10. That's
Sure.
still a pretty,
Absolutely. Of course.
yeah, tough fail. But I think you guys do know. Oh, you've got a whatchamacallit, a fortune that can only be used in relation to her.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
Yeah, one. You got one
use it.
each.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
Oh yeah. I'll
Yeah, I'm just
definitely
basically
use it.
trading like the bond roll. That I like that mechanic in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's still a failure, but not as bad.
No. Okay, so something is obviously off with her. Like there's something that she has perhaps eaten. Rudy, what you could do is give us a, want to say perception, but I'm open to another skill if you think there's something. What I want to reflect is like whether you saw her coming out, whether you remembered to take a look and see what the hell she was eating. Or not, and I think that's sort of a perception is probably the skill. But if there's something else you think that would be more applicable to reflect,
Well, I'm happy to go with perception. That sounds okay.
Okay.
Would that be challenging?
I think we'll go with hard again because how difficult this one is.
Sure. I'm not going to make this, I don't think. No.
So I think like Astrid she's a field dog, right? Like you guys have her out and whatnot too. So like it is not the first time she has come back having like, what did you just eat? Gosh, I hope it doesn't make you sick. But yeah, you didn't unfortunately think to look.
No.
But you think is okay? I mean, I've got a digestive tonic on me that might help with a stomach ailment. I don't know if it'll work for dogs though.
You're better trained in these things than I am. I'm not sure.
Down with dogs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what it will do, but I'm not sure Astrid would be too keen to take it either.
Oh, I mean, you'd have to give it to her.
Oh yeah, but I can try. But
So yeah.
Okay, so she currently has mechanically the effects of a festering wound.
Nasty.
Yeah, which means symptoms are fever. Wait. Actually, not sure what. Oh, symptoms are on page 188. Here we go. So she is suffering from. Of course, the game has keywords for symptoms for diseases. So she has a fever. She has malaise, which means she's got. So the malaise grants a fatigue condition. The fever is -10 to all physical and fellowship tests. She has also the wounded. For every wounded symptom you have, you cannot heal one of your wounds, which stays open and sore. Fortunately, she's not injured yet. That her ability to fight off any kind of wounds is going to be impacted by this. Jokes aside, that is kind of cool that there is specific rules for that, because it makes all the little things that you're gathering and the health, it makes it more, substantive than just make a health roll or make a Medicaid roll and then you're done. So all that crap you were collecting from before, Telther, this is something. So do you have anything that addresses fevers? Or
The ginger tonic only helps with stomach ailments like galloping trots and bloody flux. Terabeth will help with putting her to sleep to make endurance checks very easy, so that might help her recover from it. It makes her checks easier. Venera is double resting, I suppose. And then the Valerian is just restores a wound. So I don't think it helps with fevers.
No. So,
But that could be on the lookout as we travel.
So what do you think, Alwyn?
I mean, I would just slow right down, I think, and sort of rest more, or take breaks when Astrid takes breaks. And
if we get to the farmhouse, we could spend a day there, and I can give her a dose of the Terabeth, and that should put her to sleep for 24 hours. It might help break her fever.
Yep. Yeah, we can try that when we get to the farm. Was it a day away, or?
You should be there by the end of the day.
Yeah.
And then if things are good on site, we can help out with the farm over there.
Okay. So then it is nearer the end of day when you guys are finally getting to farmhouse. And so do we have... Oh, everyone's, in the right positions, except for old Thuggy. Please don't tell him I called them that. What you find, the rain coming down, the wind blowing. The buildings are standing. You can see, even from a distance, there are no lights. And the doors, some of them, have been kicked in.
Oh,
Son of a bitch.
no.
So you would see this from a distance. There is still an approach up to the farmhouse itself.
Yeah.
What do you guys wish to do?
Can't see anything moving, though. There's nothing sort of actually moving around as of now that we can see. No sort of mutants or any sort of hostiles. Or...
Why don't you give us a perception check there, Alwyn?
Okay. Oh, this rain. Can't see.
Yeah, it's getting to us. It's getting to us.
Well, the rest of you guys.
It's just moving.
Who's got tracking?
Who's got what?
Tracking.
I have got tracking, yep.
Just one thing to think of, it's been raining all day. And it's been raining on and off the last couple of days. If this is a recent development, you may be able to find.
Yeah, if we get a bit closer, then I'll look sort of when we're getting closer to the buildings, if there's any signs of, tracks and feet.
Give us a, I think it'll be an average test for tracking. Okay. So as you're making your way up towards the buildings, you're keeping an eye out for what's going on. And there is something you can see. There are hooved prints that are here, but they are shod. These are not cloven hooves that you would expect to see bear. They're horseshoes on these prints, and they're big. So, while there are, you've heard beastmen who are quite large and whatnot, unless these things were taken to it's not a cobbler. What do you call a person who puts horseshoes on? Not a farrier, is it? No. Is it? I don't know.
Might be.
Oh no, blacksmiths did it, but there's a specialist name for it, isn't there?
No.
Yeah, cares for horses and horse hooves in particular. Honestly, I think that's not me reading. That's some bullshit that's been referred on like YouTube clips, I'm sure, of like, watch this person work on the hood. So that's the reason I've got that knowledge up there. Anyway, yeah, unless they're visiting with a farrier, then it was very unlikely these marks are made by beastmen.
But so is it sets of 4 legs?
Yep.
Yeah. There's no sort of pairs or
no. And they have, yeah. I mean, you've heard there are like centaur-like things among the beastmen as well, but yeah.
But like heavy, like sort of like a big draft horse or like a war horse or something.
Looks like there's at least 3 different horses. One of them with heavier, like deeper prints, and then 2 lighter, but all with horseshoes.
And the Sigmarites were on horseback as well, were they?
They were, and to a man, they all rode like destriers, like heavy chargers.
But there was more of them than 3, wasn't there?
Yeah, and they would also have like riding horses they would be bringing along as well.
Yeah. Okay. So it's unlikely to be them.
There's too few here, and only one of these horses is large enough to be that, but unless the Sigmarites split up, and then we're somewhere around that. You also can see footprints, muddy footprints leading in from outside. The front door itself has been splintered in as if hacked open.
Yeah, if there's no obvious sounds and sights, I think I'll go and investigate one of the buildings where the door's been sort of smashed in to see if there's any sign.
I'll go with you, and I'm going to draw my blade and ready it. Because you don't know what's there. Come on.
Yep, do the same. Going into a building.
Okay.
Get these bumps.
Would you... Tothra, are you following in as well, or are you standing?
Oh, no, I'm probably going to follow them to the building, but I'm going to stay outside and keep watch.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I will have my trident out.
So stepping inside.
Cautiously.
Wait, you said cautiously? Okay, hold on. I got to change something.
Just messing with us.
One of this is non sequitur, but the because it plays in one of the cool innovations in Tales of the Valiant. You have passive perception, and every creature also has passive stealth. So you automatically know what you're rolling against if you are. You can compare it from the passive stealth, passive perception to see whether it's going to be successfully hidden, and then if characters actively look, there's not a contested roll. It's just the passive stealth you use. And then some of them have like higher stealth in certain terrain or certain circumstances. So it's a clever little thing I'm going to steal from my 5e games. All right. So what I would ask is those of you standing or stepping inside, would you give us either a challenging endurance test or a challenging cool test? Your choice.
Challenging. Oh my goodness. At this time of the session, honestly.
This is going to be traumatized.
Madison, you made us use up our rolls for bullshit like hunting. Okay, nice.
Yes. Oh. Right, I've got one left. I'm spending it.
Okay. You got a good chance. That's a 61.
I know, but look at my rolls. My rolls have just gone to pot. Endurance, wasn't it? Gosh. Yeah. Challenging. Oh, God. Oh, for goodness sake, I can't.
Oh, so close. 50. What you find within in the kitchen where you guys shared your stew are 3 headless bodies. With a small, frail frame and the clothing, I suppose, would be able to have you identify Engel, Hildebrand, and Tylea as those here. Rudy, you are gaining 1 point of corruption.
Corruption.
Welcome to the corrupted team, Rudy.
Oh, sorry.
I think most of us have at least 1 point of corruption.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure
only
why.
when you're when corruption reaches let's see.
Yeah.
It's over your willpower bonus or
It works for me, that, getting a point there. Oh, dear.
okay, if you ever have more corruption points than your willpower bonus plus your toughness bonus, then you need to make a challenging endurance test and potentially see dissolution of mind or body.
All right.
Okay. What do we see, Rudy, to sort of, if anything, to reflect this, how badly this scene has impacted you?
She shouts with all sense of sort of stealth, or it's just gone. He just looks at the bodies and he just sort of screams. He just howls, really. He just howls like a wolf. And if there's something close that he can hit with his, just kick or just a wall or something, he'll just smash his fist into it. He doesn't care. And actually, the pain, he gets a bit. He takes a wound, and he just needed the pain of it, and I think actually, and having howled, smashed the wall, he exits again. He leaves, goes out of the building.
So, Talther, you would, keeping an eye on the woods outside and the fields, still untended, you hear Rudy scream, wail from within. You hear the smash, and he steps out. Astrid, I'm assuming, has stayed out. She's
probably hanging back a bit. I think Alwyn would accept that. Obviously, it's a gruesome sight, but I think he would sort of, he's seen plenty of gruesome sights in his life. I think he'd get a bit more practical, and he'll start running between the buildings looking for the children and sort of calling out for them in case they're hiding somewhere and they might still be safe.
Yeah.
Give us what was it? If there's something other than perception, you think, or intuition, because I think there's also a matter of like trying to guess where they would hide them.
Yeah. I mean, I know they were in the back room, but that weren't really hiding before.
What I'll also give is, this one will be a little, so that any of these tests would be at average. You could also make a challenging gossip check to try and think back of what you guys yapped about at dinner. Any of you guys can make separate rolls for this as well, if you'd like.
Challenging gossip. I'll go for that one. No.
Yeah. I mean, you got 5 minutes left. You got 1 fortune. You want to try and fortune that?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
It's like, I think Telther was distracted by trying to keep the husband from getting upset. Hey, there we go.
Nice.
So, Alwyn, you're about to make the run for it, and what Talther says is the root cellar. They kept talking about the root cellar.
It did.
So I'll divert and head in that direction then.
Okay. And you need not make a roll for it. If you make your way down there, I think Astrid will inevitably sort of follow you down. The root cellar is what you would expect from a farming thing. For one, it does not. It seems to have been busted open. So someone did do a search down here. But Astrid is particularly sniffing near one low bit of the room where there are some barrels that were set up. They look to be quite heavy. They're full of water and such, and it seems unlikely that anyone would be able to easily move those aside and push them back in and whatnot. But Astrid seems particularly keen on that. And Talitha, you're thinking of what they talked about, of the one of the parts of the scolding that Tylea gave these kids was the mentioning of the root cellar over and over again.
Yeah, so I think I would sort of not call out, but sort of almost whispering, children, it's Alwyn and Astrid. If you're here, come out. And
Give us
he'll be looking amongst these barrels as well.
Yeah. Why don't you give us an easy charm.
Charm, yeah.
Please.
Oh, yes.
Look at that.
Wow.
And you can hear from somewhere behind, like a false wall, a kid's voice come back. The dog. And Astrid kind of whines, although she's still like moving funny and slow.
Yeah.
It takes a couple of seconds, or a couple of minutes for you guys to move them. One of the barrels just looks full. The other ones are definitely full. One of them looks, it's actually quite easy to move aside. And there is a false wall built in where these kids have been hiding. They look filthy, they look shivering, and their eyes are fucking beet red from crying. All of the kids are here.
Yeah, so I'll gather them up and take them out of their hiding place, and obviously making sure there's no one gets away and sees any grisly sights. Try and take them to somewhere where we can get a fire going and like try and get them warm and settle them down and get some food and try and find out what happened. And
so we'll have to figure out what that looks like in 2 weeks' time. So bring this over here. All right. Then for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for session 54. Apologies again for the internet connection issues. Since setting up that ping thing, Darren, no issues. Don't know if it was a watch pot situation or what, but I haven't had any other hiccups since that time. No other drop frames or whatnot, so I don't know what the fuck is going on. Then, for those listening at home, as is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, the campaign, or the game we're playing, please don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I'll endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. There's also a link down below to the Dungeon Musings Discord server, where all of us are active, and we have channels there dedicated to this game, or I should say to the many Warhammer games we run on the channel, as well as most of the games and campaigns we run on the channel. GM discussion, find a group. There's a terrific, helpful, knowledgeable, and friendly community over there. You're more than welcome to join us. There's also a link down below to our friends at Noble Knight Games. Noble Knight Games is the preeminent unionized retailer of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs in North America. Not only do they have an incredible selection of new role-playing games, board games, and card games, they have an unmatched selection of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs, like, for instance, if you wanted to pick up a copy of Renegade Crowns for second edition Warhammer Fantasy, which has some terrific rules that we've been using for generating the situation in these hereabouts. You can find it there. If they don't have something in stock that you're looking for, you can put it on a want list, and they'll send you an email when it comes in. And if you make a purchase of $10 or more through their website, be sure to enter the code NOBLEDM, all caps, all one word. It's listed in the description of the video, and it'll save you 10% on any purchase of $10 or more through their website. That discount code will change as of March 15, 2026. So if you're listening to this after that time, just come back to one of our more recent videos, and you'll see what the current discount code is there. The last thing I will say is a huge thank you to our stalwart Grim and Perilous heroes. So, Graham, John, and Darren, thank you so much for playing tonight, guys, and you each gain 100 XP.
Nice.
Your characters do as well. Exciting. But for those listening at home, thank you again for joining us. Apologies again for the internet hiccups earlier on, but we'll be back in 2 weeks' time. But until then, we hope that we gave you a few hours to take your mind off the troubles of our world and think about the troubles that our heroes are finding, as they're simply trying to do the deed, I guess, to keep or do the business of the electric count and keep the silver flowing. So until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.